What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to a Sylvanclaw video. I am so excited to get another collection from this brand. I posted a video of their debut collection last month, and I know a lot of you were also eyeballing that glitter polish that I was just like over the moon for. It was so pretty. We have some more polishes to check out, and I'm very excited to see where this brand goes because I am thoroughly impressed. We have the Into the Wizard's Keep collection, and as the polished mage, I am so very nerded out for that, so very geeked. As somebody who always plays a mage class in video games, which is where the name came from, I never thought I'd actually be a swatcher one day when I made the handle, FYI, but here we are. I'm just going to embrace my nerdy, squishmallow geeking self. We have a beautiful nerdy collection to check out, and I'm so very excited to see this brand is also super nerdy like yours truly. These are currently launched right now on the site, but before you head on over to that website, stay tuned with me and let's check out the swatches. Starting off with Candlelit Scrawl. This is described as an inky purple jelly base filled with orange to red shimmer and a scattering of gold reflective glitters and an added hint of sparkle. I do agree with that official description. This is truly jelly-like. It has a softer type of buildup, and I will strongly urge you to go up to, yes, you guessed it, 3 coats. This will have a touch of texture and thirstiness from the reflective sparkles going throughout it, so make sure you're using a glitter smoothing top coat and glossy top coat together to plump it up and give it that jello-like appearance. Those of you with a prominent free edge, you may want to use a blurring base or a nude to you cream to start off with, your preference on that, or even a cobalt blue base. Crystal Gaze is my favorite out of this whole video. This is a lavender base packed with holographic glitters and an orange-pink shifting shimmer. This reminds me of old school indie finishes, and I will forever be here for it. It is ultra sparkly in pretty much any lighting situation, especially my kitchen lights. It looked glorious. I'm going to suggest going up to 2 normal or 3 super thin coats. I stopped at 2 normal coats because it has quite a bit of a plumping factor to it, which we want to have that nice even dispersal of glitters, and it is chef's kiss. This is another one you'll want to use a glitter smoother with. Egoots is a dark teal base loaded with opaque flakes that shift between green, purple, blue, and scattered hot pink holographic glitters. So this does have that nice scattered type of sparkle going throughout it. It's on that finer particle size, but it does have that obvious type of twinkle, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know, it's just noticeable. It's not like a muted type of sparkle, if that makes sense. That's what I like to see on polish. If I see sparkle, I want to see the sparkle. I went up to 3 light coats with this. It does have a bit of a heavy feel on application in terms of being a jelly. So it's light, but it does have I guess the pigment is what I'm trying to say, feels heavier. So just go in thin on your coats, 2 normal or 3 thin. Just be mindful of having too much polish on your nails and over buildup. You may want to use a glitter smoother with this too. Fallen Stars is a topper filled with star-shaped gold holographic glitters and gold reflective glitters and a scattered silver holographic glitter too. This was beautifully suspended throughout the bottle, which is my first requirement for recommending a topper. And it also gave off so many stars on the brush when I was applying on each of my nails. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I'm a bit of a control freak, especially for photos. So I like to manipulate toppers like these, real chunky toppers, and get an even dispersal that I'm looking for. And then I went in off the neck of the bottle and just kind of dabbed here and there the stars. So again, you will get a ton of star payoff. You'll just need to kind of move them around a little bit, which not an issue whatsoever. When it gets tacky on your nails, I took my left hand and I just kind of like smashed them down a little bit. And then I went in with my glitter smoother and glossy top coat, and it was good to go. If you have a strong C curve to your nails like myself, just be kind of mindful of getting it on to, say, the most curved portion of your nail. Flame Wall is a bright pink toned red filled with orange shimmer and subtle scattering of gold reflective glitters. Wall of Fire is one of my favorite spells. I'm just going to throw that out there. Anyways, Flame Wall I knew was going to skew on my photos. Reds are my Achilles heel. And when we have this, strong pink tone going through with it too, I know it's going to come off just wild on your monitor. So just in case, in person, you can see along the edges of your nail that pink base. It's a beautiful, almost fuchsia purple type of color. Very much pinky though. And then that shimmer is just a strong red color. This is very pretty. I'm going to suggest 3 light coats, possibly a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. Magic Eater is a blue-toned green glitter polish that's packed with green reflective glitters and a striking shimmer that shifts from yellow to orange to green. Another true jelly formula here. This is like a distant cousin to Candlelit Scrawl. I'm going to suggest 3 light or 2 normal coats. I personally stopped at 2 coats because I thought it was real plump. It's got that super plumping type of feel to how it applies. So I'll suggest that, and a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat, because this one will give you some texture from the glitters. This is another one that's pretty damn sparkly in person. Satin Starlight is a buildable deep blue jelly base that has a larger particle shimmer and it shifts from orange to pink to yellow with a dreamy amount of scattered holographic glitter. So this is, again, we're talking distant cousins and whatnot to, say, Candlelit Scrawl especially, and then that previous one, Magic Eater, that we just saw. It's a true jelly base. Again, I'll suggest either 2 normal or 3 thin coats. And of course, if you wanted to use a, say, blurring base of your choice, that also can apply here too. This will also have a very flat type of dry down to it, so make sure you're using a possible glitter smoother and a glossy top coat together. That way, again, we're going to exploit that nice jello-like juicy appearance. Frost Shard is a sheer icy blue base with pink shimmer, iridescent flakes and glitters, and a dusting of silver holographic glitters. This is soft and very icy, just very appropriately named, and the flakes to this are such a strong iridescent appearance. They have that almost mylar type of appearance to them. They are on the chunkier side. If you get one any, say, like what you just saw there on that second coat, against your cuticle or anything like that, just kind of push it back. It adheres to the nail kind of like gold foil. I will strongly suggest stopping at 2 coats because this one has a really squishy factor to the formula. And again, you don't want to have over buildup. You might want to use a glitter smoother depending on your top coat of choice. Last but not least is Oh My Unicorn. This is a sheer pink base loaded with color shifting flakes, iridescent glitter, blue shimmer, and a dusting of holographic glitter. So we have, I would say, like, again, distant cousin to, say, Frost Shard. This is really pretty in person. It's got that strong iridescent look to it. And the flakes here, again, we have that mylar looking appearance. I chose to stop at 2 coats because we have a very plumping, somewhat flat, though, dry down to it. So, I chose to do 2 coats, a glitter smoother, and a glossy top coat to seal this one up. And we're going to wrap this up with a quick Will It Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. So the jellies, of course, they topper. I'm going to strongly recommend toppering them, say, over their respective base and or a black cream, like what you're seeing here. The glitters look so pretty too. They're so very obviously sparkly. I so appreciate the glitters that Sylvanclaw uses in her polishes. I really like it. And I'm hoping we see more and more of these super sparkle bombs because I am here for this. So just moving through here, repeating myself, the jellies look great, super, super sparkles. I would recommend still, if you use these as toppers, possibly using a glitter smoother in addition to your glossy top coat, because these types of shimmer and flaky bombs, they tend to still have a super flat dry down that's a touch thirsty, even when used as a topper. Again, these are currently available on the website, including the debut collection that I showed off last month. I'll also link that video in the description box too if you missed that and you didn't see that. And I will link you all below to Sylvanclaw's website. Go in there and check them out if you'd like. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.